At first glance, this looks arranged by a human designer. It was not. The songbird meticulously arranges the treasures of its bower court, ensuring the bright offerings are perfectly positioned to attract a mate. The bachelor finds his bower rearranged. An unfamiliar stick blocks his meticulously crafted avenue, forcing a recalculation. The songbird meticulously evaluates its surroundings, a behavior refined by years in this humid habitat. The songbird lands, cap in beak. It places the blue cap among the red berries, then steps back to evaluate its work. The songbird moves to the entrance, its weight revealing a structural weakness in the bower. The songbird meticulously works to repair its bower, ensuring every twig is perfectly placed. The songbird continues to refine the approach, gripping the leaf firmly to reveal the path beneath. The songbird secures the berry, evaluating the vibrant orange fungus nearby. The songbird arrives at the decayed bark, carrying a shell, and discovers a reflective wing case lodged beneath a loose flap. The adult male carries a blue cap along the canopy, freezing at the sound of a distant call. He places it precisely against dark. The leaf reveals smeared berry moisture and orange fungus. The songbird lifts the orange berry, leaving a wet mark. It carries the berry to the red group, restoring the boundary. The songbird lifts the reflective fragment from the bright edge, sunlight flashing across its surface. The songbird firmly secures the bark, creating a new focal point on the moss. A berry rolls in. The songbird drives the wet twig behind the left support. It pivots the opposite end into the right support until a firm wooden nut. The storm continues to rage as character A takes shelter inside the bower. Raindrops strike the court, causing a critical shell to shatter. The water continues to pound, rupturing the berry and scattering its pulp. The fragments roll toward the edge. The leaf dam gives way, sending a surge of water and debris across the display ground. The bird watches, prepared to act. The storm's retreat reveals a clearer view of the damage. The songbird remains vigilant as something new stirs the forest floor. The predator approaches, its movement displacing the damp leaf litter. The songbird remains entirely motionless within the bower, a risky tactic. The constrictor moves closer, its head passing a cluster of varied debris. The constrictor pauses at the muddy edge beside the blue cap. A slow tongue flick passes over it, causing the cap to tap lightly against a stone. The forest, alive with the chorus of returning birds and frogs, sees the departure of the constrictor, leaving only a trail in the aftermath of the rain. The trail is soaked. The songbird tests the water pressing around its foot, selecting the soft moss as a drainage point. The structure survives the storm, but weather is not the only pressure in this forest. The songbird continues its determined efforts, pulling the cap free from the drainage groove. The songbird discards the ruined debris, carefully retaining only one viable fragment. The blue cap hits the water, then the current carries it away. Character A flies off, abandoning the retrieval. The returning male, carrying fresh fungus, finds the female vanishing into the ferns. He drops the offering. The songbird meticulously replaces the striking colors with a field of orange fungi, obscuring the bower's entrance. The forest floor holds secrets, and character A, a mature songbird, has been studying this knot on the weathered stick. The bird packs the fresh moss, securing the main support. It tears away a leaf, releasing a flow of water that cleans the approach. The bird relocates the cap, testing its new position before a movement in the canopy above shifts its focus. The agile songbird presses down the moss, creating a drier path to the object. Its smaller counterpart watches. The female carefully approaches the bower, but a sudden disturbance interrupts her descent. The female carefully navigates around the twig, while the male holds his position near the entrance, awaiting her inspection. The songbird evaluates the threat, stepping back from the bower. Finding the intruder's egg near the runoff, it considers its option. The female's cautious approach is halted by the unexpected fragment. The male freezes, his attention shifting to the object between them. The forest floor is thick with leaf litter, but the path to the bower is now clear. Success here is measured not by a shared home, but by a female choosing to remain through the display.